Take a deep breath, because what you are about to hear is not just celebrity gossip. This is the kind of story that makes social media freeze mid-scroll. The kind of allegation that turns a glamorous empire into a battlefield. And at the center of this storm? Bianca Lawson. Yes, that Bianca. And if the whispers are true, she is not just speaking up. She is allegedly detonating secrets that could shake the Carter dynasty to its core. Sources close to the situation claim that Bianca is pulling back the velvet curtain on what she believes is a carefully engineered narrative inside one of the most powerful families in entertainment. And the name echoing through every headline? Beyonce. The accusations are explosive. Favoritism. Strategic image building. And a deeply unsettling motive behind why Blue Ivy is always front and center, bathed in flashing lights and applause, while her twin brother, Sir, remains almost invisible to the public eye. Not private. Invisible. Social media did not take long to erupt. Why do we see Blue everywhere but never Sir? One viral post questioned. Another comment read, something feels intentional. TikTok creators began stitching clips. Twitter threads started connecting dots from years ago. Instagram pages slowed down footage from award shows, premieres, and documentary appearances. Blue Ivy standing confidently beside her mother. Blue Ivy performing. Blue Ivy trending. And Sir? A name rarely spoken. A face rarely seen. A silence that suddenly feels louder than ever. According to insiders, Bianca believes that Blue Ivy has been groomed for superstardom since the moment she entered this world. Carefully curated appearances. Strategic stage moments. Powerful mentorship from two global icons. It is not just parenting, critics say. It is positioning. And while Blue's spotlight shines brighter by the year, Sir has been deliberately shielded from public life. But here is where the narrative takes a sharp turn. Some fans are now asking whether this was protection, or something more calculated. The tension, insiders claim, has been quietly building for years, particularly between Tina Knowles and Richard Lawson. A split that did not just fracture a marriage, but allegedly fractured alliances behind closed doors. When Richard publicly mentioned Sir in a rare comment, the internet barely noticed at first. But according to those close to Bianca, that moment changed everything. It was the crack in the silence. The comment that reopened conversations that certain people allegedly preferred to keep buried. And then? Bianca reportedly reached her limit. No more watching from the sidelines. No more carefully measured silence. If the rumors are to be believed, she felt that the narrative had become too controlled, too polished, too perfectly orchestrated. And in a world where image is everything, challenging that image can feel like treason. Now the question echoing across fan communities is simple but chilling. Is Blue Ivy's rise purely organic, or has it been masterfully engineered from the beginning? And why has Sir remained almost completely out of public view while his sister steps confidently into legacy status? Is it protection from the harsh glare of fame, or is there a deeper strategy at play? The Carter Empire has survived scandals before. But this feels different. This feels personal. Because when family dynamics become public debate, the shine of celebrity starts to crack. And if Bianca Lawson truly is prepared to speak louder, this could transform from rumor into reckoning. One thing is certain. The internet is watching. Every archived clip is being revisited. Every past interview is being dissected. And if this story continues to unfold the way insiders suggest, we might be witnessing the beginning of a very public unraveling. Stay alert. Because in Hollywood, the most polished images often hide the most complicated truths. Now the internet is circling one uncomfortable, explosive question, and nobody is whispering it anymore. They are saying it out loud, in threads, in live streams, in reaction videos that rack up millions of views overnight. Is Blue Ivy's glow-up really just talent, discipline, and elite training? Or is there something far darker, far more calculated happening behind the velvet curtains of the Carter Empire? Because if even a fraction of Bianca's allegations hold weight, then this is no longer harmless celebrity gossip. This becomes a cultural earthquake. This becomes a scandal that could permanently reshape how the world sees Beyonce, her carefully curated image, and the billion-dollar dynasty she has built brick by flawless brick. So buckle up, because this rabbit hole is deeper than anyone expected. And just when you think the drama cannot escalate any further, the family tension starts spilling into the public in the most unexpected way. Suddenly, it is not just fan theories anymore. It is former in-laws. It is divorce agreements. It is statements that feel just calculated enough to ignite chaos. Over the past few days, people have been dissecting every word that came from Richard Lawson's side of the family. Screenshots are circulating. Podcasts are clipping moments. TikTok analysts are slowing down footage frame by frame. Because Richard appeared to confirm that Beyonce's son, Sir Carter, is not only autistic but also allegedly has ADHD. And the internet did not take that lightly. Now here is where it gets complicated. During Richard's divorce from Tina Knowles, there was reportedly a very clear agreement. No public jabs. No subtle shade. No speaking negatively about each other's children or grandchildren. On paper, it sounded peaceful. Mature. Controlled. According to reports, the former couple signed a non-disparagement agreement stating that they intended to resolve their dissolution amicably. They agreed that any statements about their divorce would be mutually approved. They agreed they would not speak ill of their children, grandchildren, or their spouses. It was supposed to be clean, quiet, respectful. But the internet does not live in quiet spaces. The moment Richard's comments surfaced, social media split into war zones. One side argued that he crossed a boundary. They said he violated trust. They claimed he exposed something deeply personal without consent. The other side fired back just as fiercely. An autism diagnosis is not shameful. ADHD is not an insult. How can stating a condition be considered speaking ill? Was he actually breaking the agreement, or were people projecting outrage where there was none? Hashtags began trending. Reaction channels titled their videos, "Family Betrayal?" Comment sections turned into battlegrounds. And while fans were still debating whether Richard had stepped over the line, someone else decided to pour gasoline on the fire. Enter Bianca. According to insiders, Bianca has been aggressively defending her father behind the scenes.
It's a lifelong process, but the
tone, the energy, the intensity of her defense allegedly revealed something deeper. Something personal. One source claimed that the way Bianca kept going on about the situation made one thing crystal clear. She does not like Beyonce. Not even a little. And that detail? That is what made people pause. Because this is no longer about a diagnosis. It is no longer about a divorce clause. Now it feels like resentment. Like old wounds. Like long-standing tension that has finally found its moment to surface. And here is where the story takes a darker turn. People are now revisiting old interviews. Old body language clips.
Neglect can create suspicion.
Old red carpet moments where smiles look just a little too tight. Fans are connecting dots that may or may not even belong on the same page. They are asking whether this family fracture has been brewing for years behind closed doors while the public saw nothing but polished unity. If Bianca truly believes her father did nothing wrong, why does her defense allegedly carry so much heat toward Beyonce herself? Why does it feel less like clarification and more like confrontation? And if there has been quiet tension for years, what else has been carefully hidden under layers of PR perfection? This is the kind of storyline that transforms public perception overnight. Because Beyonce is not just a celebrity. She is an institution. An empire. A symbol of control and precision. Every move is curated. Every narrative is managed. So when even a crack appears in that armor, people do not just look. They zoom in. And the most chilling part? We might only be seeing the surface. Because if there truly is resentment inside the family, if agreements are being tested, if insiders are whispering about deeper issues, then this is not random drama. This is a slow unraveling. A controlled image meeting uncontrolled emotion. The internet is watching. The fans are choosing sides. And somewhere in the middle of all this noise, one uncomfortable thought keeps echoing louder and louder. What if this is only the beginning? Allegedly. That is the word that started it all. Allegedly, Bianca has ignited a firestorm online by claiming that there is something far darker behind the carefully curated image of this untouchable music dynasty. According to her, Sir's autism diagnosis is not simply a private family matter. She believes there is more beneath the surface. And the internet? The internet did not stay quiet. Comment sections exploded. Reaction channels went into overdrive. Because what Bianca is suggesting is not just controversial. It is explosive. She is reportedly convinced that while the world was distracted by flashing cameras and sold-out stadiums, something else was happening behind the scenes. She questions why, in her view, Beyonce and Jay-Z suddenly became extremely protective of Sir, pulling him away from public view, while Blue Ivy appeared everywhere. Red carpets. Award shows. Music videos. Center stage. As a child, Blue stood beside global icons under blinding lights. Cameras adored her. The public celebrated her. And now? She is dancing in front of nearly 100,000 people a night, framed by spotlights, elevated as the heir to a musical empire. According to Bianca, this was not accidental. She claims Blue was groomed from birth to inherit the throne. That word alone, groomed, sent shockwaves through social media. This is bigger than we thought, one viral post read. Others accused Bianca of reaching too far. But the debate only intensified. Because while Beyonce has publicly stated she wants Blue to experience a normal childhood, critics are asking a brutal question: what part of performing in stadiums packed with screaming fans is normal? What part of global fame before adulthood resembles an ordinary life? The contrast has fueled suspicion among those already convinced that celebrity power comes with hidden costs. And then Bianca drops the line that made even seasoned gossip commentators pause. She suggests that Beyonce is allegedly so determined to transform Blue into an unstoppable powerhouse that she would sacrifice anything to secure that legacy. Even her own son. The accusation is staggering. There is no evidence to support such a claim, and it remains speculation amplified by online discourse, but the mere suggestion has turned timelines into battlegrounds. Some call it slander. Others whisper that the entertainment industry has always thrived on secrets the public is never meant to understand. The conversation does not stop there. Long-standing rumors about Beyoncé's meteoric rise have resurfaced, with conspiracy-driven corners of the internet repeating old narratives that her success came at mysterious costs. There is no proof behind those claims, yet they continue to circulate because people are fascinated by the idea that greatness must be tied to something hidden.